Okay, hello everyone. I have been meaning to do this for a few days, weeks maybe, I don't know. Uh, a little tutorial about an extension I have in Firefox. It's also available for Chrome. Over the years I have tried various methods to download fics. Obviously, Archive of Our Own has its own download options. But I've tried, for example, I still have it here, FicSave, or I have the AO3 downloader. Why do I like this one above the others? You know, it's not another website like FicSave. You have to copy the URL, blah 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 blah. Or it's not another program that I have to install aside from the browser. It runs in the browser. So once you install it, it's called FicLab. When you install it and you load the page, you are going to see the save button there. In an author's page, you are going to find it there. Yeah, it should pop up like that. See, it expands. That's how you know it's working. And in AO3 you don't see it in plain sight, it's hidden here in the download options. And when you go to author's page, you're going to see it in there in each story. So once you press it, it's going to open this little window. Like Jack the Ripper says, let's go by parts. Okay, so here you have the basic settings. Here you can choose the format. You have the basics: EPUB, Kindle, that's MOBI files, PDF, Markdown. You have plain text with TTS optimized, or text to speech, Word, HTML, and PNGs only cover. Then you have the main act. For me, at least, this is the other reason why I like this one. This is the option to add a cover. I'm going to explain it a bit. Next, we have the modify book. It lets you add more tags. You can set the story status. It's in auto, so it should auto detect, but in this computer, specifically mine, it has a little bug. This one is complete, but it's still showing there. You can barely see it. It says in progress. So fortunately you can change that. Yeah, complete. You can even change the chapter number, but in auto detect it should work fine. You have paragraph style with space in and indent, space only, indent only. I would highly recommend indent only. The type of font, the font size, punctuation, like I said, it explains here whether to clean up the story punctuation and which punctuation style to use. I use clean, didn't have any problem so far, but you can change others. Scene breaks, like these things here. I don't know if it's going to detect this as a scene break, but in the case of a fic that has scene breaks, you can either remove them, auto-detect it, or change them for something else. Anyways, you have that. Oh, I forgot, in this place you have the save reviews. It's only for fanfiction, because if I remember correctly, in Archive of Our Own it doesn't show. But it's another option because it lets you save the reviews as an additional chapter. This cover, like I said, this is the other option why I love this one. You can make one. It gives you this generic one. You can change the color if you want, but in order to try to detect a color from the image, but you can change them here. You press here, in this case, which different line. So I choose the image. For it's going to fit it here. You can leave it like that. You can put it in force on. It's going to amplify the image a little bit. Or in this case, because this particular image is already the cover someone made for this fic, you can disable the title bar. It's going to put it in full screen, full page. It's the same like this, but it's automatically doing that because I removed the title bar. You have this nice touch, this publisher logo. It's going to remove or add the logo of the page, in this case fanfiction. You see it's there, and in the case of AO3 it's the little, I'm going to pick the image here, what is it here, okay, yeah, it's there, the publisher logo. In this case I leave it because if I remove the title bar it doesn't look good. And you have the option to darker colors, depends on the image. If, for example, in this one, yeah, darker colors. But like I said, once you have all of that, specifically the options that you usually leave as is, for example this one, I would recommend this to auto unless it's showing incorrectly here. And then I would recommend you to save the settings here. It's going to save the format, every option you tick here. So I would recommend leave to everything in auto, and the option is already there except this one. This one comes, as I said, the default. It comes with spell and intent. I will say intent only. So when you have everything ready, you press here download book. It's going to compile it. Sometimes you can get this here. It's going to it needs to validate with Cloudflare. Yeah, it says you have to. What the fuck? Okay, let's try again. Sometimes you can get this kind of errors, specifically with fanfiction. If you have this kind of problem, all you have to do is just close, open the tab again, press save again, and yeah, you have to do it everything again, but it's no big deal. Remove the title bar and it's ready. So you press download, it's going to fetch all the chapters. Sometimes if a fix has too many chapters, you're going to get this, the rate limiting, but that only happens with fanfiction.net. It doesn't happen with the AO3. Okay, I already downloaded this, so that's basically what I was planning to do in this little tutorial, learning the FicLab extension. Sorry if this got a little bit more rambly than I wanted. I tried to keep it short, but as usual I don't have a script. I hope this was of help to anyone, and yeah, like I said, that was it. Bye.